All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's a Friday edition of our Spotlight Athlete of the Week. I'm here to left of me two wonderful student athletes, wrestlers. I have Angel Dominguez and Derek Elliott with me. They're both seniors out here, so let's get to know them a little bit. So let's talk a little bit about wrestling and some of the successes we've had. Southwest Ohio Classic. You both did pretty well in that, had some successes. You want to talk about what that's like, the Southwest meet, if you've never been to the Southwest Classic. Was that Harrison?
Yeah.
And you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so it was a pretty big tournament. There were a lot of tough schools there, like some private schools and some schools we usually don't see very often. A lot of tough kids. And your first time, if you're a freshman going to that tournament, it's real tough. Like, it's just nothing you've seen before, and we don't really go to any tournaments that are like that the rest of the year, so it's a big deal.
The best of the best. So Angel, let's talk to you a little bit about being a female in a predominantly male sport. It's very courageous, takes a lot of effort, and mocks you to do that. So talk about that and some of the successes you had in the sport.
Yes, so I want to first start off by saying thank you to the guys, the teammates that I have on my team, to being so supportive of female athletes, us coming in the room every day. There's a couple more of us too. Amani and Haley are also female athletes on the team that are also supported by our amazing teammates and our coaches as well. And I always get nothing but support from my teammates. They're always helping me out. If I have a question, they're always willing to show me some moves and help me get better as an athlete, and I really do appreciate that. I do come from a family that's very active, and that's where I get most of my motivation from, to just keep coming out each and every day, and I appreciate that as well.
How did you get started in wrestling?
I actually started wrestling when I was younger. My older brother was doing it right along with me, so we were both, just doing it together. He's a couple years older than me.
Okay.
And I've always been really aggressive, so my dad
Get that
was
energy
like, yeah, go ahead and do it. Yep. So.
What about you, Derek? How'd you get started in wrestling?
I started when I was real little. I was in the Mat Rats program, which is like kindergartners, and you kind of just like roll around, get into the sport of wrestling.
I like that.
And my dad wrestled for Little Miami.
Okay.
And he was in high school, so that was a big influence, and he kind of got me into it.
Passed down to the family, generational thing. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about the preparation for wrestling. I mean, obviously, it's a very unconventional sport, some of the things you do to get ready. So talk about what that week looks like, getting down for a weight class and skin checks and some of the things you have to do to prep for your match.
Yeah, so there's a lot of weight cutting in wrestling, and it's not as bad as it used to be. There's a lot of regulations now, which is good. But beginning of the week before a tournament, usually me personally, I like to drink a lot of water and like load up on water, and then towards the end of the week, it kind of like flushes out and it helps lose a lot of weight. So that's a good way to do it healthily.
Yes.
Like, it's just.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So then obviously you get weighed in, and then what's it like before your match then? You get weighed in, you hit your weight, and then what happens?
So yeah, you get weighed in, you can eat a little bit from not being able to eat during the week.
By eating, you mean stuff your face, right?
Yeah,
Usually,
yeah.
So, yeah.
You got to get all
see
that.
the table before they wrestle there. It's crazy.
Yeah, and before your match, it can be a little stressful. There's a bunch of people there, and it's nerve-wracking. So I like to just give a little positive self-encouragement in my head. Just believe that I can do it, and yeah,
That's awesome. So obviously, big wrestling meet coming up. We have the Oak Hill Duels tomorrow, Saturday, and then shortly after we have the MIT in February, and then we have ECCs here. So if you haven't seen it, there's some great opportunities. What do you want to say to the fans out there who've never seen the sport of wrestling or haven't been out to a match yet this year?
Just that it's a pretty cool sport, and we would really appreciate if everyone came out. It would really help with energy and everything.
Yes, please come out and support. We appreciate everyone that comes out, everyone that takes their time out of their day to come support us. We know sometimes they're a little bit lengthy, but it's definitely worth it to have you guys there supporting us. And any female athletes that want to come out, even if you're considering it, I do encourage you guys to come out as well.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Come out, support your Eagle wrestlers, and we'll see you out there soon. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.